Hey, konnichiwa, Min-san. It's Gray from Makazashi's Tea House over in Japan. How are you doing? You good? Are you genki? Genki means well, fine, healthy. I'm great, thanks. Just read a really good comic book. I've got a review of it. It is issue 4 of Nemesis Reloaded, written by Mark Millar with art, amazing art, by Jorge Jimenez. It came out on Wednesday, April the 12th, and it's $3.99. I'll tell you what, for me, $3.99 really well spent, because if you caught my review from yesterday, I reviewed the new DC Black Label title, Sandman Universe, Nightmare Country, The Glass House, issue 1, and overall that was pretty disappointing. I feel like not wasted my money, but it didn't feel like, a really good purchase. There was so much more bang for my buck in this book. I tell you, it is action-packed, as you probably imagine. It carries on this story. It's a badass revenge-first story. This Nemesis Reloaded, this guy, he is an anti-hero. He doesn't care who he takes down to get what he wants. And I like the way that Mark Millar is not trying to write him as a sympathetic villain. Aren't you getting sick of that these days in popular culture? Stop trying to make villains sympathetic. Stop giving them a backstory where you're supposed to feel sorry for them, because you're not. This guy, he's a killer. He is going to kill people. He might even kill you to get what he wants, to get his revenge. So, yeah, big recommend, as you can tell by my enthusiasm. I had a great time reading it. I've read it through twice. There's a lot in this as well. It's not just the shocks and the thrills. There's some really good writing. There's some nice commentary on superheroes. Why do we like or follow superheroes? What do they give us? There's commentary on modern society and what people will do for stuff, for things. Yeah, really good. Okay, so without further ado, I'll get on with my story summary. Again, I don't spoil the end, and I've added a bit of music for a change because I had a bit more time tonight. I was able to do that. So let me know if you prefer the reviews, just the voices without the distracting music in the background. But anyway, please keep watching. Here we go. We open in a darkened apartment. There's a figure sat in a wheelchair watching the city burn outside. It's LA and it's on fire. She gets a tap on the shoulder. I didn't hear you pick the lock. That's because I'm actually pretty good at this shit. She starts telling Nemesis her story. I know who you are, Maggie. Of course you do. You're that little Anderson boy, aren't you? Then she tells him that she's always had a feeling he's going to come for her after what they did to his mother and father. I've seen you coming in my dreams. You seem very relaxed for a woman about to die. Then we get a bit of an info dump, kind of a catch-up, background. Just let me read from this panel here. Maggie's saying, we had a great 100 years of this country of ours, but I don't think anyone can save America now. All empires crumble in the end, but it's never how we think. The greatest powers just get eaten from the inside, while the money shifts to somewhere else. Then Nemesis lists off countries that have fallen before. Rome, Spain, Portugal, England. Now, it's just America's turn to fall. Maggie asks for a favour. Can you make it quick? And then he tells her that she's already dead. They poisoned the vodka she's been drinking. The rest of your body will be as useless as your legs soon. I doubt you'll be able to blink in a moment. She drops the bottle with a crash. Paralysed. Then he orders 2 of his lackeys to cover her in alcohol and set the apartment on fire. Jesus, it's dark by Millar, this. I'm not sure I can do this, boss. Well, if I were you, I'd find the strength. And Nemesis pulls out some kind of device which he's about to press. There's something around the guy's neck. You just know it's Suicide Squad style bomb, don't you? If he doesn't want to lose his head, he's going to have to obey Nemesis. Nemesis makes a call to someone he calls Maggie's old friend. It's a police car, the siren's blaring. The person who picks up, guess who it is? You better turn the car around, Mr. Mayor. Maggie Chung's gonna burn if you don't. You remember Maggie, don't you? The mayor orders the driver to turn while Nemesis lights something up with a candle, tosses it into the apartment. We see Maggie go up in flames. Come on, we need to get her out. He's there, he's running, he's gonna be in time. Just gotta comment on the art here because, again, Jorge Jimenez, he is killing it. And it's really complemented by these colours. But look, again, minimal dialogue. You've got the great comic book storytelling. And check out the next page. Again, there's literally no dialogue apart from a curse word from the mayor. We see Nemesis coming out of the flames like a complete badass. He's walking towards the mayor, opening fire on the police officers. They're down. The mayor tries to reach for his gun. What the hell are you trying to do? Bang, bang! He puts 2 bullets in the mayor's legs. You don't die till Friday, mayor. Okay, I love this next page here. Just let me read from it a little bit. We've got Nemesis sat somewhere or looking down on the city. He's asking a question. Why are we so obsessed with superheroes? Is it something bright to get us through the dark times? Or are these hero capitalists with billion-dollar fortunes our fantasy saviors in America's final days? T-shirts, movies, comic books, toys, even the ones you've barely heard of are on billboards all over town. What secrets are they trying to tell me as I make my way to the final challenge? And I love the fact that he's got Jupiter's Legacy on the billboards, the things you've barely heard of. It's a nice touch by Mark Millar. And then the bottom panel, we're asking the question from earlier in the run. How does this all connect to the president that nobody remembers from 1981? Then we switch scenes to the mayor recovering in hospital. 2 police officers are listing off the people who've been killed recently. Maggie Cheng, Reggie Cooper, Police Chief Gomez and Captain Ramirez. They've all been taken out in the past 2 days. It looks like someone's targeting the class of 2000. They want to ask the mayor some questions. Specifically, who this guy really is. So they reckon the mayor knows, and of course he does. Then the mayor asks, wait, why are the lights back on? Don't forget Nemesis had killed the power to the city, but it's working now. Oh no, I think he's going to communicate something, says the mayor. Okay, I could just keep telling this story because it is so good, but I don't want to spoil it. Let me stop here. There's still 12 pages of story to go, and yeah, I'm going to say you won't believe what happens, but you probably can half guess. It just keeps getting better and better. Wow, that was it. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did, like recording it. Really good story. I'm excited for next issue. Okay, we got a variant cover this month. I didn't even notice these in the past. I think it's the first time they've had it in the digital copy, so it's Brett Booth doing that. What do you reckon? Not quite as detailed as his Gunslinger Spawn work, but still very good. And we get a preview of next issue's cover, which is issue 5. It's out on the 10th of May. Looks like it's going back into his childhood, his past, his training days again. So yeah, looking forward to it. Okay, as always, thank you so much for watching. Please drop me a comment. Let me know what you think of this story, if you're reading it or not. Do you like Mark Millar? If not, why not? I'd love to hear from you. Okay, this is Gray from Makazashi's Tea House, signing off for the night. Matane.